This video is sponsored by NordPass, a password management service provided by NordVPN. NordPass uses top-of-field encryption to securely save, store, and protect your passwords, and even generate new and complex passwords with just the click of a button. You simply download the extension to your internet browser and select one master password to log into any and all of your accounts. NordPass is compatible with just about every major internet browser, as well as your iPhone and Android devices. When you use the NordPass browser extension or app, you are not only securing your personal account information, but you're also making your life easier in general by only needing to remember one password instead of constantly clicking that dreaded forgot password link every other day. If you click on the link down below, you can receive 50% off of the already very low monthly price, all the while supporting my channel. You can do this by using the promo code FROMNOTHING or simply going to nordpass.com/FromNothing. So anyway, without further ado, let's continue on with the video. Hello everybody, it's Jabari here. So one of the first videos that I ever uploaded to this channel described the results of a DNA test that I took from Ancestry.com. Over the years, the results have occasionally updated as the specimen pools and research of Ancestry DNA have evolved over time. However, throughout all of this, I've constantly received intense criticism about how much of a scam it was and that I was a fool for even trusting it. These comments range from insulting my intelligence to conspiracies and cover-ups, many of the latter claiming that tests would simply take your first and last name and match it up with public records as a means to formulate a fake result. Most of this criticism was fueled by implications that Ancestry DNA was a white company and therefore could not be trusted because the results would be tailored and racist. Despite many of these comments being very rude and in some cases outright ridiculous, there is one thing that got me thinking. Considering how incredibly similar human beings are to one another in regards to genetic composition, as well as the difficulty and inconsistency of associating these specific results with certain parts of the world, may there be some truth to these comments in my comment section? About a year ago, I decided to test this theory. I purchased another DNA test kit for my then girlfriend's niece who was of Hawaiian and African American descent. We created a fake email account for her with a fake name, age, and birthday and sent off her results. Shockingly enough, when I received the results a few weeks later, I simply received a message saying that the specimen was inconclusive and that they needed a retest. They offered to send me another kit for free and try again. Naturally, I was thinking that maybe these seemingly crazy people in my comment section may have had a point. So a year went by and I all but forgot about it, but then I decided to try it again. This time it was with a friend whom I met a few months ago online from Germany. However, she is not ethnically German. She is first generation of Tamil descent with her parents hailing from Sri Lanka. As far as she knows, her family has always lived there for as long back as her family tree goes and they've never intermarried. They are very proud of the Tamil ancestry and have strong opposition to their children marrying anyone who is not. I sent her a DNA test kit to investigate this theory of pure Tamil, but as with my ex's niece, it was under a fake email, a fake login name, and a fake real name, Sophia Mueller, hopefully I said that right. A typical German name submitted by a girl living in Germany despite her Tamil name and Tamil lineage. So once the results came in, I have to say that I was incredibly surprised. But before we get to that, however, there are a few things I want to talk about. One of which is just a recap on my personal results, simplified for the sake of time. I'm 92% African, 6% European, 1% Native American, and 1% Southern Asia. Secondly, I want to offer you verbatim how Ancestry DNA calculates their results according to their website. Creating an ethnicity estimate based on your DNA sample is a complex process based on probability, statistics, shared DNA, and ongoing research in science. Ancestry DNA calculates your ethnicity estimate by comparing your DNA to a reference panel made up of thousands of people. Because reference panels and the way we analyze your DNA both change as we get more data, your ethnicity results can change as we get more data too. How does Ancestry DNA decide if your DNA came from Ireland or Polynesia or Senegal or another region? First, our scientists create a reference panel by testing lots of people whose families have lived in one area for generations. Ireland, for example. Then they look for trends in their DNA results and compare those to other groups. Once they identify these trends for each region in the reference panel, they look for them in your Ancestry DNA test results. Ancestry DNA also says that they look at over 700,000 genetic markers within each DNA sample, called SNPs, which can be represented by a pair of letters found in combination of any of the letters shown below. These SNPs range between populations with A appearing in only 5% of Native Americans, but over 75% of British people. T appears in 96% of Native Americans and only 25% of British. Not an exact matchup, but as they stated before, probability is a factor. Now with all that out of the way and a good understanding of how these results are obtained, let's move on with the results of Sophia's DNA test. Her results displayed one result and one result only. 100% South Asian. I'll leave you to decide what you think of these results, and whether they prove anything about the validity or invalidity of these tests. Thanks for watching, guys, and always remember, we don't come from nothing.